guys, Gary here today. Gonna be going through another quick guide as promised from my last video, but this time it's gonna be explaining all the different tiers of weapons and armors that's new to the new patch. Some of you might still be confused on all the different tiers, and it's actually quite simple. I'm gonna be explaining them based on the last tier. So I'm gonna be saying, for an example, what is Oculus equivalent to, what is Patron equivalent to, what is Devastator equivalent to, and I'm also going to be going through all the different ways you can get your hands on all the different pieces of equipment and weapons and all that good stuff. Let's just dive straight into it. The first piece of gear I want to talk about is Oculus. The original Oculus, obviously everyone knows you have to get it from Baldur's Temple, either solo or hard mode. For those of you that don't know, Oculus is now taken out of the game. There is no way to get Oculus. So you might be wondering, okay, so when I get to level 60, what do I do then? In my leveling guide from 60 to 65, I suggested you go do the questing level from 60 to 65. Well, the reason I mentioned all that is because from 60 to 61 and 62, you get a new avatar weapon, a level 62 avatar weapon at level 62 specifically, which is the last avatar available. I'm not sure about future patches, but as of this patch, that is the last avatar weapon, and it's definitely better than having Oculus. There you go, that's how you get a pretty decent weapon to start with. As soon as you hit level 65, you'll be granted a package sent to you. Either if you have inventory, it'll be in your inventory automatically. If you don't have inventory, it'll be sent to your mail and you could pick it up. The equipment might not come right away, but all you have to do is either relog or wait like maybe 20 minutes. Sometimes the system is a little slow, but they will send you the gear. Now, this level 65 gear, it's not as good as Devastator and VM3, so if you have Devastator and VM3, stick with those pieces for now because those are definitely better. They're about equivalent to Patron gear, and that's kind of sad now. You're getting basically plus 12 Patron gear for free for just getting to level 65. It is a new patch, and it isn't the worst armor there is. Let me continue on with that. So this level 65 gear, I'm going to be calling it Oculus 2. And the reason for that is, it's the same as Oculus. You cannot enhance it, you cannot plus 12 it, you cannot even plus 9 it. So it's equivalent to Oculus as in the same terms, but the stats on those equipments are really high. They have high defense and high offense, so it'll help you start off. So if you are a person that's either in Oculus regular right now, or if you're a person that just got to level 60, then your goal is just to simply level all the way to 65 and you'll get pretty nice set for just leveling to 65. Onto accessories. Just for getting to level 64, you'll be granted permission as long as you have 170 item level or higher. If you don't, you would just have to get to 65 and equip the new Oculus 2 armor. And after equipping the new Oculus 2 armor, you'll have enough item level to queue for Catacombs. And just doing Catacombs and finishing it, you'll be granted new accessories as well. These accessories are level 64, so you won't be able to wear the new Zerks, which is level 65. But those accessories are pretty decent and they will help you if you do not have accessories yet. After you finish Catacombs, the way you claim the accessories, you go to the horn. I don't know where your horn is, but it's usually on the compass. And wherever your compass is, it should be there. Click on it, and all you gotta do is do the quests here, and whichever quest it tells you. So Broken Wings, I believe, is the quest that will give you the accessories. And the specific quest that you would have to do is Catacombs. I have explained the system in my Vanguard quest guide, so if you guys haven't checked that video out, check that out. It'll actually help you a lot. Okay, so I explained Oculus and Oculus 2. On to the next tier of items. Also in my previous guide, I gave some little information on ambit gear, but this is how it works. Patron is the next tier of the last patch. This patch, it's not Patron anymore. The new Patron set is called ambit gear. In order to get ambit, there is multiple ways of getting ambit, okay? The first way to get ambit, just the gloves and shoes. In my last guide, I actually talked about it, but if you guys don't know about it, check that video. And just to quickly run through it, this merchant right here at Highwatch location and Highwatch, the reputation merchant icon right here, and there you go. Ambit gloves, ambit shoes for all the different classes. For Sorks, for priests, for mystics, for slayers, zerkers, every class, reapers, whatever floats your boat. And also you can get the ambit belt as well, which is a pretty decent belt as well. Definitely higher stats and it'll definitely make you more tankier. Now those are just for the gloves and shoes. The alternative way to get the ambit set, you just have to collect these tokens, the ambit tokens, or the ambition tokens I mean. Right click and there you go. So all the different weapons you could get for ambit set, but it costs a lot of tokens, keep that in mind. and of course all the armor. This includes the body as well, not just the gloves and shoes. This is an alternative method to get it. Just like in my last guide, I'm going to quickly run through it. If you guys want more information on that, check out the Vanguard Quest guide. But in order to get the ambition tokens, you can do either Ravenous Gorge, you can do either Rift Edge, you could do either Abysmal Rise, and these 3 dungeons will all give you ambition tokens. I'm not sure about Access Hard Mode, but you can try it and hope to get it. I'm not sure about that. But these 3 dungeons are confirmed to drop ambition tokens. If you're not an elite, Ravenous Gorge and Abysmal Rise, you can run it 2 times a day. And if you are an elite, that's 4 times a day for both right there. So that could be a potential 8 minimum ambition tokens. Along with that, I'll be making a guide on each of these dungeons and how to do them, so don't worry. You're not missing out on anything yet. I will be making a guide. It's just I have so much to do in so little time. So bear with me, guys. Another way to craft the ambit set, you could simply go to the weapon designer or the armor designer, which is located in all the major cities. And if you go to artisan, you could find all the ambit gear sets that you can make. You will need 650 weapon crafting or armor crafting. Also, another thing to note, you're only allowed to have 1 skill above 500 per a character. So you will need 2 separate characters at 650 weapon crafting and another one at armor crafting in order to make the full set. And as you can see, for the weapons, you need Impure Spades, Pure Kobola Ingots, 40 of them, Hijaku Oils, and Artisan Weapon Kits. For the Impure Spades, all you have to do is do Ravenous Gorge, Abysmal Rise, and these 2 dungeons have a really low chance of drop, but I've got lucky a few times and gotten some as well. And one of my other friends have gotten lucky and gotten them as well, so it's not a really rare drop. You can get them pretty often, you just gotta run the instance. On top of that, you could buy it from the broker. The Imperial plates right now is 1.8k ish on Celeste Hills. I don't know about the other servers, but you could definitely buy them as well. But the cost is pretty heavy. And another thing is you can also get it from the boxes in Ravenous Gorge and Abysmal Rise. In order to make the armor set, you would need to go and instead of the Imperial Spades, you would need Imperial plates, which is the same concept. You either run the dungeons, open the boxes, or buy it from the broker as well. Also, both armor and weapon, you need the Pure Kobola Ingots, which you can go to the level 60 to 65 area and mine the rocks and have a chance of finding Pure Kobola ores, which you can craft into Pure Kobola Ingots. And as for the oils for both the weapon and armor, you could just buy them in the broker really cheap. It's not that expensive. And obviously the artisan weapon and armor kits, you just buy it from the merchant right here. And that's how you would go about making the ambit gear sets. But the problem about making the ambit gear set, I do not suggest it because they have a harder chance of masterworking than if you was to find the ambit set from the instances or farming it from the quests. And the last and final way to get the ambition set is to do Abysmal Rise. In this instance, there is a chance to drop all the different pieces. The first boss in Abysmal Rise has a 100% chance of dropping 1 or 2 shoes for all the different classes. So if you're lucky, if you're not. And then going through, you can have a chance of getting, like for me it would be the sword, for you it could be your bow or whatever class you are, and it'll drop all the different pieces including accessories and stuff. That are pretty neat too. I'll be making a guide on Abysmal Rise soon, bear with me too. After the ambit set, the next tier is Devastator. Now the Devastator tier item is called Discovery, which it currently isn't possible to get the Discovery set because the armor pieces have not been released. But there is a very low chance of getting the weapons from Ravenous Gorge and Abysmal Rise, but the chances are really low. And then finally, the last tier for the PvE set is Vision Maker 3 Archetype, which the new VM4 is called Generation, which currently it is not obtainable or craftable yet. So bear with us for the next patch and I'll make a guide on that once it actually comes out. And there you have it, that's the PvE tiers, and I will be making a PvP guide of all the different tiers for PvP as well. Followed by, after finishing the PvP set guide, I will be making a guide on all the dungeons that are currently out right now. So tune into those. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Like, comment, subscribe, it really does help when you do, and thank you guys for all the compliments. It makes me motivate me to create more